Welcome to She is Resilient, a podcast for women on their healing journeys who are ready to start living their most authentic and empowered lives outside of survival mode. I'm your host, Tatiana, trauma and somatic therapist, as well as a holistic coach, and I'm on a mission to help more women heal their nervous systems. Each week, me and my guests are going to get real and vulnerable about the experiences that led us to becoming the empowered and resilient women we are today. You'll leave this podcast with the skills, knowledge, and inspiration to start creating the life you deserve. Because if another woman can do it, so can you. Welcome back to another episode of She is Resilient. Today I'm giving you 5 ways to manage holiday stress this month. So let's dive right in. Number 1, support your body before, during, and after the stressful situation that you're going into. Whether that's a family gathering, going holiday shopping, waiting in long lines, hosting a holiday party, or anything else that you know will most likely activate your nervous system. We want to be proactive and support our nervous systems prior to even going into the stressful situation, right? Because if you know that something is stressful and you don't support your body beforehand, then you might be setting yourself up for failure. So let's say going holiday shopping is overwhelming for you. Before you even get in your car to head to the store, can you practice slowing down? Can you focus on your breath? Maybe do a couple of VU sounds, or maybe it's making sure that you've eaten and stayed hydrated so that you're not hangry at the store, because hunger is a real thing. When your body is not fed, it will directly impact your mood and energy levels. So making sure that your basic needs are met. So think about how you're going to support your body before heading into the situation that tends to trigger your body. Now, what are you going to do during? While you're in that stressful situation, I invite you to practice staying present in the moment and noticing when your body is starting to shift from calm to activated. Maybe while you're in the stressful situation, you simply bring a hand to your heart, feeling that contact between your hand and your chest. Maybe it's going to the bathroom to take a break. Maybe it's orienting and finding something in the room that you're in that helps you feel more settled. Right? Using the tools that you find most effective during the stressful situation. And then, what are you doing after you're out of that situation to continue to support your body and your nervous system? Maybe it's legs up the wall. Maybe it's going to bed a little earlier than usual, taking a warm bath, or doing something that you find helpful. If you can be intentional with how you support your body before, during, and after, you will notice that the level of activation in your body won't be as intense. So instead of feeling like you're at a 10, maybe you're at a 5 or a 6. That's more tolerable, right? Because we can't avoid stress and we can't avoid discomfort altogether, but we can make sure that we're supporting our bodies so that we have more capacity to be with the discomfort or stress that comes up. So that's number 1. Number 2, continue to prioritize your nervous system throughout the holiday season. This is such a busy season, and I get that there might be a lot going on. And it's important to try your best to honor yourself by continuing to engage in the practices that keep you grounded. That could be sticking to your daily routine, or it could be continuing to go to your workout classes, or whatever it is that you're already doing to stay present and grounded. And maybe you're not sticking to your routine exactly as you normally would, but try your best to continue to do at least one of the things from your routine to create that sense of safety in your nervous system. Remember, your nervous system loves predictability, which is one of the reasons why routines are essential when creating safety in your body. But also, be gentle with yourself. We don't want to be so rigid with our routine that we start shaming ourselves if we fall out of the routine, right? We want to leave room for balance and flexibility. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. And I think that along with this, it's important to intentionally create the time to honor yourself. So if you know you're going to be really busy this month, intentionally create the time in your schedule if you need to, because it's never about finding the time. It's always about creating the time. If you want to show up as your best self around your friends and your family, you need to make time to prioritize yourself. We cannot show up as our best selves if we are dysregulated. Number 3, look for the glimmers. Notice what's going well. It's so easy to get caught up with what isn't going well during the holidays that we forget that this time is so much more than finding the right gift or spending X amount of money or making sure that the house is perfectly spotless or what you look like, right? It's about who you're spending time with and who you're creating memories with and the feeling that you get when you create these memories. So I invite you to practice looking at the bigger picture. Imagine you're a bird looking down. Focus on the smiles on your loved ones' faces, how it feels to laugh, the warmth of your hot chocolate or tea or coffee, the smell of peppermint or cinnamon, the beautifully decorated houses you see as you drive. Bring your awareness to what's feeling good in your body and the pleasant things happening outside of your body. This is another way you create safety in the body. And when the body feels safe, we're activating the parasympathetic nervous system, which means your body can rest and feel at ease. Number 4, set a limit for how much money you will spend on gifts, food, decorations, and anything else this season. Setting and honoring your financial limits is a form of self-care. Be realistic with what you can afford, and remember that the materialistic things aren't important, because the truth is we don't need more stuff. If you haven't seen the documentary by now on Netflix, I highly recommend it. Nobody needs more stuff. And nobody is going to get upset with you if you didn't get them the most shiny and expensive gift. And if they do, then we really need to reevaluate that relationship. You don't need to go broke to show someone you love them. So creating a budget for yourself and following through with that budget. Financial security is at the very bottom of the pyramid when we're looking at Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can Google Maslow's hierarchy of needs and you can see the pyramid that I'm talking about. But when we're using this pyramid as a guide, you can see that we can't meet self-actualization at the very top of the pyramid, which is what I like to call nervous system regulation, if the lower needs are not met. So having financial security is essential for a regulated nervous system. This means not spending more than what you can afford. And number 5, set healthy internal and external boundaries. Saying no to what doesn't align with you this season or what you don't have the capacity for. Setting boundaries will allow you to honor yourself and not overextend yourself so that you're not running on empty. I'm actually going to be talking more about this and breaking down the different types of boundaries, as well as giving you language for setting boundaries in the next episode. So stay on the lookout for that. We're going to go much deeper than this. But remember to set those internal and external boundaries. I hope this episode was helpful. If this resonated with you and you think someone else might find this episode helpful, I would love for you to share it onto your social media or send it to a friend. And I will see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you absolutely loved this episode, I would so appreciate it if you subscribed and left a review on Apple Podcast, or take a screenshot and share this episode on social media. Don't forget to tag me at tatiana.holistic.coach. The more nervous systems we reach, the more generational cycles we break, and the more we contribute to a kinder and safer world. And if you're looking for somatic healing services, send me a DM and I'd love to chat on how I can support you. I'll see you in the next episode.